Space tourism is no longer science fiction. Companies like Virgin Galactic and SpaceX are already offering suborbital flights, and Blue Origin is preparing for orbital trips. The global space tourism market is expected to be worth approximately $17.7 billion by 2032, and India wants a piece of that pie. But India isn't merely aiming to participate in the burgeoning space tourism market, but to lead it with setting an ambitious course toward offering cost-effective space travel experiences. The question then arises, how exactly can India achieve this towering ambition? Let's find out.
We start with a historic mission to the moon and the launch of India's Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft. This is the moment that it took off just under an hour ago. It entered Earth's orbit shortly after.
This isn't just a first for India, it's a first in lunar exploration. No one's successfully landed near the moon's south pole before.
The Indian Space Research Organization is planning to begin space tourism by 2030.
When we talk about space exploration, NASA is a titan. Its achievements in sending humans to the moon, exploring the far reaches of the solar system, and deploying advanced telescopes to peer into the unknown depths of the universe have set high benchmarks in space exploration and technology. So, against this backdrop of monumental achievements, one might wonder how a country like India positions itself in this high-stakes race. Yet, it is within this very context of global competition and technological prowess that India's space program, spearheaded by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, carves its own niche. ISRO has already been making headlines for its remarkable achievements at a fraction of the cost of its global counterparts. The Chandrayaan-3 mission marked a significant milestone in India's 54-year history in space, cementing the country's status as a fast-rising space superpower. India joined an exclusive club of the US, Russia, and China to become only the fourth country to reach the moon. This success is particularly remarkable because India's space agency, the ISRO, operates on a relatively shoestring budget. But the new frontier, space tourism, a market poised to revolutionize not just travel, but the global economy. In 2025, India is set to launch its first crewed spaceflight mission. Prime Minister Modi has also requested the ISRO to construct an Indian space station by 2035 and to send humans to the moon by 2040. Space tourism represents a unique opportunity for economies. For India, tapping into this market could mean an infusion of $100 billion over the next 2 decades. But what factors could enable India to add $100 billion to its economy through this nascent industry? Unlike other spacefaring nations, India has unique advantages. Let's have a look at them. ISRO, India's space agency, boasts a remarkable track record of launching missions at a fraction of the cost compared to its Western counterparts. Let's compare. NASA's space expeditions, while groundbreaking, come with hefty price tags. For instance, the Space Shuttle program had an estimated lifetime cost of about $200 billion, roughly $1.5 billion per launch. In contrast, ISRO's Mars Orbiter mission, famously cost-effective, was completed with just $74 million. This cost-effective approach could be key to unlocking the future of space tourism in India. The next one is technological advancements. ISRO has decades of experience in developing rockets and satellites. This expertise can be leveraged to build reusable launch vehicles and spacecraft, crucial for making space tourism more sustainable and affordable. Then comes the geographical advancements. India's geographic location, close to the equator, provides an additional advantage for space launches, allowing rockets to benefit from the Earth's rotational speed more effectively than launches from higher latitudes. This geographical boon can reduce fuel consumption, lower costs, and increase payload capacity, making India an even more attractive hub for space tourism. And let's not forget the economic climate. India's growing economy, projected to be the 5th largest in the world by 2025, creates a fertile ground for space tourism ventures. Add to that the government's growing ambition in space exploration. Also, the national pride and prestige associated with successful space launches, as witnessed in India's Chandrayaan-3 mission, become powerful tools for political leaders to bolster the legitimacy of their governments. But how can India translate this model to space tourism, a sector poised to be worth billions? Because let's face it, currently, a ticket with companies like Virgin Galactic is priced around $250,000. So, for India to compete, it must aim to lower this cost barrier significantly, targeting a broader market. So, how can India harness this potential? Well, India's low-cost model is not just about doing things cheaper, but smarter. Let's break it down into key strategies. Firstly, developing cost-effective spacecraft is crucial. India can reduce costs by investing in reusable rocket technology and adopting new manufacturing techniques like 3D printing, which have been game changers for space exploration globally. Similar to how the Mars orbiter mission was achieved, focusing on lightweight materials and efficient propulsion systems can also reduce launch costs dramatically. And this not only reduces costs, but also makes space tourism more environmentally friendly. Scaling operations is another key. Focus on offering shorter suborbital flights like Virgin Galactic's, which provide a taste of space at a lower cost. These flights could cost around $50,000 to $100,000, making them more attainable for a larger segment of the population. As the frequency of space tours increases, the cost per trip can decrease thanks to economies of scale. Collaborating globally can also play a significant role. To realize its ambitious goals, India is likely to expand its collaboration with private companies. Just as NASA has partnered with private companies for its space ventures, India can forge alliances with global space agencies and private sector pioneers. This could lead to innovative solutions and cost sharing for developing space tourism infrastructure. And lastly, focusing on domestic demand. Initially, cater to the growing domestic demand for space tourism before targeting international tourists. This can help build a strong foundation and generate revenue to further reduce costs. So, by leveraging indigenous technology and frugal engineering, India can significantly reduce the cost of space tourism, making space tourism affordable for many, if not all. Also, the economic impact of achieving this could be monumental, not only from direct revenues from space tourism, but through the stimulation of high-tech industries, job creation, and the boost to the country's image as a space power. The global space economy, expected to grow beyond $1 trillion in the coming decades, offers a fertile ground for India to not just participate, but lead. This leap could boost India's image as a space power, enhancing its global standing and opening doors to international collaborations. The ripple effects of such an achievement would extend far beyond direct revenues, setting the stage for a new era in economic and technological growth. Yet, making space tourism cost-effective is only half the story. Making space tourism cost-effective doesn't just mean getting tourists to space, but ensuring they have an unforgettable experience. This includes safety, comfort, and unique aspects of space travel that can't be found anywhere else. Of course, no journey is without hurdles. The path to making space tourism a reality is fraught with technical complexities, ever-evolving regulatory landscapes, environmental impacts, and paramount safety concerns. These are not mere speed bumps, but formidable obstacles that demand innovative solutions and steadfast resolve. To navigate these cosmic hurdles, India's blueprint for success includes crafting a stellar regulatory framework. Clear, comprehensive rules are the bedrock of safety and the magnet for investment, promising to elevate confidence to new heights. Investing in the infrastructure is equally pivotal. Although building spaceports and training personnel requires a significant upfront investment. But hey, think of it as an investment in the future, a future where space travel is commonplace. Additionally, the environmental impact of space launches and operations needs to be managed responsibly as increased space activities contribute to space debris, which poses risks to both operational satellites and future space missions. So, with each step towards overcoming these challenges, India not only moves closer to claiming its space in the stars, but also inspires a global community of dreamers and doers. The vision is clear, the resolve is firm, and the journey is just beginning. Thank you for joining us on this interstellar journey. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss how India can make space tourism a reality for all. Subscribe for more visions of the future, and until then, keep dreaming big, and remember, the sky is no longer the limit.